It's our favorite time of the month. It is time to head into HomeGoods. Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. HomeGoods is full to the brim with Christmas decor, holiday decor, Thanksgiving decor, and I'm so excited to see what's new. Of course, we're going to look out for those designer dupes and designer inspired pieces. I'm going to show you what to shop and what to leave at the store so that you make an educated decision and take your money the furthest. Before we hop in today's video, I'd love it if you smash that subscribe button, but let's head into HomeGoods. Let's start today's video in the Christmas section because they have so many Ralph Lauren Christmas inspired pieces, and I know that's the holiday trend everyone is loving, so let's get into it. When you're looking at the garland, you definitely want to get something with all of those red berries on them, something like these wreaths. We want tons of red, so red berries, magnolia, all the red that you can add, that's what you want to do for this design style. And honestly, it's very similar to traditional Christmas, so if something looks traditional, chances are you can pick it up, minus if there's tons of glitter. Glitter is kind of a no-go. I also saw like a lot of tartan and a lot of plaid in the store, which I'm really liking. It's something that had already become a little bit more popular with the cottage core, but lots of greens, lots of burgundies like this. I think burgundy is gonna do so much better than that bright red. You're just gonna be able to live with it a little bit easier, and you're gonna wanna keep that decor out on display. That's something I always think about when I'm shopping for trends or something like that, or something seasonal. I have to say to myself, can I live with this for more than 2 or 3 weeks without getting tired of it? So choose colors that are a little bit more muted. Even something like this, something with pattern on both sides, I think that is versatile and it gives you options so that you don't have as much fatigue when it comes to your interior design style. In terms of blankets, honestly, the options were kind of lackluster. I'm liking these ones that look a little bit more handmade, but I think the blankets you already have are fine. You don't need to buy something new for every single season, but these bows are insane. I love them. She has the best bows, but I was surprised to see these Becky Owens ones. These look just like the ones that they have at Walmart, but I love that they have them in like this tan cream color. It's kind of nice to break from the mold sometimes. I also was not super impressed by all of the ornaments. Normally gravitate towards Martha Stewart, Tahari, those brands when I'm in HomeGoods, TJ Maxx, Marshalls. I did like these ones, the little velvet detail, but honestly you can get them for cheaper at like a Walmart. I wouldn't splurge for something like this at HomeGoods, but they're glass ornaments, they're iridescent ones like these. Oh my gosh, these antique ones. These have been trending for like 5 years now. These are timeless, so they're not trending, they're timeless. I love this set of 4. They had many different variations. I think the frustrating part is though you have to find them, enough of them to fill up your tree. I love the red even more. It's this striped brand, so look out for that. I think it's called Sleigh Bell. These also were giving mother of pearl. We were chatting in the store when we said, oh my gosh, you could have a Van Cleef and Arpels tree if you wanted to. The girls that get it, get it. The girls that get it, get it. It's okay if you don't like VCA. There's nothing wrong with that. But how are we gonna take all of these ornaments and make things look luxe? Well, we're gonna vary the sizes. We're gonna vary the materials. So you're gonna get one that's glass, one that's velvet, one that is something else, and you're gonna switch up the sizes. I see people get Christmas trees with ornaments that are all the same size all the time, and they look really boring, look very bland, look very one note. Vary the sizes, throw them all up there, and then edit, and then make sure that everything is kind of like equally arranged. That's the best piece of advice I can provide. They also had a bunch of tree collars. I think tree collars are great. I thought this iridescent one was super cool, but honestly, I say just throw a blanket on the floor and use it as like a tree skirt. You can obviously get a red one, but I just find these to just be so ridiculously expensive that I'll just put a blanket on the floor and call it a day. But I want to show you these Christmas related candles because I'm really loving these ones. These like nice wooden troughs. I think these are amazing. They're gonna work for all the different seasons, fall too. I also love these wooden ones. Oh my gosh, these are an arm and a leg at a Pottery Barn, Crate and Barrel. I love them. These are even given Anthropologie vibes. I'm loving all these candles. They're not too expensive, so if they don't smell amazing, I don't have a problem with that. But most of the candles at HomeGoods, I know everyone else disagrees, but I say trash them, leave them at the store. But their selection of LED candles is really fantastic because these are just so expensive. I want to throw up at other stores. I don't, but I want to. I think this year we're gonna see a return of the tablecloth. I think a lot of people just use chargers, placemats. We're gonna see lots of tablecloths in 2025 and 2026. They have a ton of Morris & Co., but I want you to look for the Ralph Lauren because they do have actual Ralph Lauren here at HomeGoods this year. I'm loving this plaid. I'm seeing plaid with like some of this glitter in it. Pass on that. I want you to get the solid ones or the plaid that doesn't have anything, but look at this one. Like, this is gorgeous. You can use this for Thanksgiving and Christmas and get a bang for your buck there. And why do you think we're seeing so much Morris & Co. and HomeGoods? I'm just guessing it didn't sell very well at the other retailers, but I'm not mad at it because that means we can get it super affordably here at HomeGoods. But I'm loving these tablecloths. Get something that is versatile and get something that's pretty neutral in tone if it isn't versatile, like something like this, so that you can, you know, get your money out of it. Now, if you're doing Ralph Lauren Christmas, you're gonna want hurricane candles. I like these. These are a little bit more whimsical. I think they're fun. So many different options at HomeGoods right now. Also great options for serveware. I think when you're doing Ralph Lauren Christmas, you're gonna adorn that table with just stuff. You're gonna have branches, you're gonna have trees, you're gonna have lamps, you're gonna have everything. So this is a great place to stock up. I mean, look at these. These are not for Ralph Lauren Christmas, but aren't these just like the sexiest candlesticks you've ever seen in your life? These look like something you get out of an Anthropologie. I was actually really impressed with the ones right next to them when I was in store, but then I went to Walmart and they had them at Walmart. So not to say you can't be impressed, but they have them at Walmart. But I do like these as well. These are a moment. I love that they're taking something like a nutcracker, and people make nutcracker sculptures and you're like, okay, it doesn't actually crack any nuts, and making it something functional. You guys know I love functional decor. Now let's talk table runners. I think it's very easy for a table runner to look cheap, so unless you absolutely love it, I say leave it at the store, because if it doesn't drape on either side of your table, it just doesn't look good. It looks like it's too small, it causes a scale issue. Just pass on it, just pass on it. But they have great entryway mats, and the wreaths are a 10 out of 10. You just want to inspect them really well to make sure that there's no berries falling off. I also am noticing that people are doing candy Christmas. They're doing like a teal blue Christmas, and then they're doing traditional Christmas. I didn't see too many modern options here in HomeGoods this year, and that really just speaks to the trends. Of course, they have all these figurines that have been very popular for the past few years. You're seeing more pewter, you're seeing more antique brass, and that makes sense because people aren't liking the bright gold as much anymore, and they're not liking the black as much anymore because they're finding it too harsh, a little bit too modern farmhouse, if you will. Now, the faux floral section was absolutely atrocious. Everything was glittery. Everything was going to cover your clothes. If your husband was in HomeGoods with you and he brushed past it, you were gonna think he was cheating on you because it'd be covered in glitter. It just is not a move. I did like these, but these aren't really Christmassy. No, please go to Michael's. Michael's has a way better selection. And let me know if you'd like to see a Michael's video. I actually go to Michael's so much. But anyway, let's talk about wrapping paper. This was amazing. This is like a faux leather wrapping paper. I say use this to frame family photos, use this as matting. It's gonna be a great option. They also obviously just have the normal plaid if you wanna wrap some Amazon boxes you have just to decorate underneath your tree, because I feel like people aren't buying 50 million presents, which is a good thing. No one needs 50 million presents, so we can fake the look by wrapping empty boxes. I also was loving this like neutral pine cone wrapping paper, this more iridescent option. I thought this was super fun. And I like these basic stripes. I think that wrapping paper can get a little bit crazy. I love how neutral these are. I think they're gonna work if you're doing a traditional Christmas, if you're doing a Scandinavian Christmas. I like the options. I like the options, and they're gonna work if you're gifting to other people and they're gonna stick this underneath their trees. And you will notice there's a lot of toile this year. Toile is also trending. That's kind of what I'm doing in terms of my decor. I'm not going as much Ralph Lauren. I'm going toile. I'm going really hyper feminine. I'm really liking that look. So you're gonna see that in a lot of the linens, in the placemats. You see those blue scallop ones right there. Very, very cute. Very like tea party. I'm liking this direction. Let me know which one you're liking more. Are you liking the Toile or are you liking the Ralph Lauren a little bit more? You know, you're gonna get them from both sides, but I'm liking both of these Christmas trends. But now let's just do an overview of HomeGoods. Let's start talking about this lighting. So this is actually a Ralph Lauren Christmas item. They're having these tartan lamps. So they're USB lamps. They have the tartan shades. They have the black watch plaid shades. I think they even have like a buffalo check shade. They have these ceramic ones as well. These are gonna be great. Fantastic on your dining table to light them. So you're gonna do hurricane candles, you're gonna do pillar candles, and you're gonna do those. They also have some candle warmers as well. I also went and checked out the lampshades. Embroidery is in. That makes sense. People are loving pattern, people are loving texture, they're liking more traditional elements. So obviously you're gonna see that in the lighting as well, not only on the lampshades, but also on the lamps themselves. So that's where you're seeing a lot of color play. And I like it. I don't know that it's going to last though, so that's not something I would definitely buy into. I say you can switch out your shades periodically if you want to, but would I buy a fully patterned lamp that's like green, blue, and pink? No, probably not. I also think that HomeGoods doesn't really give their lamps a good representation with the horrible light bulbs they put in there, but it's okay, they're cheap, I totally get it. I love this one. I think this is so sexy. I love a nice little sexy lamp. This is also a riff on what they have at like Target. It's way cheaper at Target, so do with that information what you will. I like the green version of this, the teal version of this. People are leaning into the whimsy, and it's cute, but I think it's going to be very, very, very much so overdone. Now let's venture into the textiles. I know I touched on some Christmassy ones, but I want to show them in general. Animal print. Look out for animal print. It's gonna have a moment. I'm telling you, I'm predicting it. That's one of my 2026 trend predictions. You're seeing it here scattered through. Some of it is more overt like you have here, and then you saw the other one that was a little bit more neutral, a little bit more toned down. I think this is a great way to introduce pattern in a way that is a little bit less overwhelming. I think for the past few years, we've seen animal print in like a barefoot dream sort of capacity, which like looks a little like young. I think this is a little bit more sophisticated. We're also going to see a lot more leather because we're seeing the return to the more traditional interior design style. So we're gonna see leather, we're gonna see Chesterfields, we're gonna see the plaid, not just at Christmas time, we're gonna see them year round. Now, this is a dupe I had to call out. This is a Pottery Barn dupe because they have this burgundy boucle blanket and this green one, but I think there was like a $10 price difference between them and Pottery Barn, kind of negligible. So yeah, that was kind of surprising to me. Blue is also going to be probably one of the colors of the year in 2026. So we're already seeing that in the stores. Have you ever seen this many blue pillows in a HomeGoods? Let me know down in the comments what you've noticed. Blue is gonna have a moment because when we think of traditional interiors, when we think of toile, when we think of chinoiserie, we think of blue. So we're gonna see a lot of that. I love this pillow though. I think this looked so expensive. One of the most expensive looking pillows I've ever seen at a HomeGoods. Really elegant, very sophisticated color play. I was here for it. Now, if you're trying to get that Ralph Lauren look also here at a HomeGoods, you're gonna look for Tommy Hilfiger and you're gonna look for Brooks Brothers. That's where you're gonna get it for less. I mean, this is a great example. This little teddy bear, Brooks Brothers, looks just like Ralph Lauren and it came home with me. It's gonna be under my Christmas tree. Stay tuned for that video. Now, I love that I'm seeing wool blankets in HomeGoods now, but they itch like crazy, so just leave them at the store, even though they're very, very pretty. But tons of plaid, which makes sense. Don't get blankets that are too big to be throws, but too small to actually fit on your bed. You want them to be useful to you, so make sure that they're scaled correctly before you bring them home. And purple is also a color you're going to be seeing in 2026. It's one of my predictions. Stay tuned for my trend prediction video, but purple is going to be one of those colors. So you're seeing it trickle into HomeGoods, and rightfully so. It's a beautiful color that doesn't get much love because its complementary color is yellow, and people are like, how in the hell am I going to style yellow? But don't worry, I'm going to show you how to do it. Now, HomeGoods has some really good furniture right now. I don't think I've ever purchased furniture from HomeGoods, but let's start with these chairs. Obviously, the style of chair has been very popular, but look at that black piping. So luxe. This is a dupe for one from Anthropologie that I spent like $1,600 on, $299 at HomeGoods. I wanted to bring it home. I love the wood, but let's talk about this bear. Like, what the hell is going on with this bear, okay? This lamp is gorgeous, but it was here last time I was at HomeGoods, so obviously no one agrees with me, but for $149, that's something you get at the Lulu and Georgia for like $6.99, and it would take 62 weeks to send or to ship. So I love that. This, oh my God, such a Ralph Lauren dupe. I love the pattern there. This looks so expensive. Would be great at the end of the bed or in an entryway, and it honestly pairs very well with that console. This chair is nice. I don't think gray was the best color option for that wooden detail, but I love that they're getting more interesting looking furniture at HomeGoods. Like, look at this ottoman. I love the scallop detail with the piping, very grand millennial. Again, return to the traditional. We're seeing it trickle into the stores, and I love that it's traditional with some purpose, because I think we don't always see that. And it's $199, so not a horrible price, but also not super duper affordable either. Now this looked like Meridian furniture, looked like CB2. I love this. For $189, this is so sculptural, this is so fun. Or $199, I wanted to bring this home with me immediately. This would be perfect in a contemporary entryway. And the fringe on these, just so cute. The way you could take these to the next level would be with some storage, but for $80, you really can't go wrong with these. This would be great for a vanity, for an entryway. It's gorgeous. It's a gorgeous option. And honestly, this leather option wasn't bad either. I love the contrast with the wooden detail at the base. And with these fringe ones, the brown looks so much more luxe just because of the type of velvet they chose to use. The green looks really cheap, right? Do you see them side by side? It is such a significant difference. This was really cool. This gave Crate and Barrel, Leanne Ford interiors, $3.99, really good price. Just be cognizant that you have to style these really well, follow the rule of threes, vary heights, things like that. This was also a fun little coffee table, very sturdy, super heavy. Not sure how you get it home from a HomeGoods, but I was very impressed when I saw this in the store. And Nautica is always doing some good furniture. I think Nautica could appreciate a little bit more love, but I think it's because they sell underpants and then they also sell furniture. You're like, what on earth do you sell? Now, I already showed you this, but I have to show you these Burlwood nightstands. For $199, they're pretty good. Could the drawers be better? Yes. I wish they had a soft close, but I mean, for $199, these are great. If you're loving the mid-century modern vibes, I think the shape of this is going to get you there. So maybe worth picking up, even though the drawer quality could be better. Decor, oh, these branches, love them. They give the chestnut branches from Crate and Barrel, but at a fraction of the price, and they're nice long stems to give you that nice overflowing look that you want no matter what you are styling in your home. And this vase is so rustic. I think this would be a great thing to pair with that purple blanket that I showed you, because it has a little hint of yellow without being way too yellow. And this is a piece of furniture, I'm cheating, but look at this. Oh my gosh, I just thought this was such a great little ottoman. I hadn't seen a piece like that in a very long time. Now, honestly, I think HomeGoods is just buying like an amalgamation of stuff. Like, I love the decoupage vase. I like this nice little scallop vase up here, but also some of these things I'm like, what are they? I think they just bought too much spring decor. Let's bring the HomeGoods back to HomeGoods. They don't have enough decor. They don't lean enough into the decorative accents, and then things just get confusing. But I love this little tray there. They have some good tchotchkes in here. I think this is just too visually overwhelming because they shove all the HomeGoods into the back that you're like, what on earth am I looking at? But there are some good elements. There are also parts of it that just scream cultural appropriation to me that I don't entirely love. But I think HomeGoods is gonna be a little bit better when we get out of this winter season. I think they just go absolutely crazy for the winter time, which I get because we're buying it. So why not sell it? Now, this glassware is gorgeous. Gorgeous. If you're gonna do a bar, if you're gonna do any fun little drinks, I mean, just look at this glassware. Oh my gosh, Brooks Brothers, $7.99. You're not gonna find it cheaper. It's so expensive, it's so heavy, it's so high quality. They also have these like gold rim glasses, they have rib glasses, they have ones with bows. I mean, if you're getting this at Pottery Barn, please stop, because HomeGoods should be where you're picking these up. I'm actually doing like a navy tablescape. I thought about getting these. They're not as elevated for me, so I went the Brooks Brothers direction, but The glassware is insane right now. I mean, one of the best times to buy glassware at HomeGoods, in my opinion. I'm loving this array. You have some that are like very whimsical. I think you can pair the whimsical with the traditional. You just need to pair them beautifully and pay attention to those colors. Now, this is so random, but I love this artichoke. I know we're always getting like this faux artichokes. I thought this would be a really, really fun decorative accent to add to the home. And as I told you, blue is coming into fashion, so we're seeing lots of turquoise, lots of light blue. If you're gonna do this, go light blue. The turquoise just screams coastal. If you have a coastal home, fine. Otherwise, I promise you, you're gonna get so tired of it. It is such an energetically charged blue. You're not gonna be able to take it. But all of these like lighter blue tones, very, very beautiful, very calming. And you see the equestrian, obviously with that Ralph Lauren influence. They're even doing it in the shower curtains and the other textiles as well. I was really shocked at the things I found at HomeGoods today, but now you know what to pick up, what to avoid, what trends you can look out for in 2026. But thank you so much for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed shopping with me at HomeGoods, and let me know what your favorite product was from today's video and what your most recent HomeGoods score was. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, have a beautiful day.